let's get into what's been going on just within the tech sector because of Elon Musk and in his dispute, if you would, with Apple. So Apple Intelligence is, going to be a huge, I think, growth factor, if you would, Rob, in the future. With knowing that and knowing that what's at stake for AI and specifically Apple Intelligence, kind of convenient, the way that worked out in terms of the name itself. What do you think that people should understand about the Elon Musk risk to Twitter, for example, which is, of course, publicly was bought by Elon, and I think the hope is that he will publicly trade it again at some point, right? That's the goal. We'll see whether that materializes. But what is the risk for him as a company? He doesn't want to have a lot to do with the AI that Apple's coming forward with. He's got his own plan.
Yep. It's always interesting to look at things through the lens of Elon Musk. He always has a very interesting angle on any development. But specifically with Apple, he came out after the Apple Intelligence announcement and was harshly criticizing the fact that they were partnering with OpenAI and kind of outsourcing their artificial intelligence engine. And Elon was critical of them for not being able to develop that internally. But what he really highlighted was, I think he made a comment along the lines of, he won't let Twitter employees have Apple devices in the future because the concern is there'll be the potential security risks in that those Apple devices will be sharing information with OpenAI, and that opens up, I guess, his corporate data potentially to, it puts it in under the auspices of OpenAI, which he clearly doesn't trust. Now, the context of this is, I think he's in a dispute with OpenAI, so he has beef with the founders there and the people running that. So there's a little bit of a kind of a personal or commercial competition or rivalry there. But it's interesting that that Apple Intelligence, one of the things that others have also criticized them for is the fact that really this is the first time that Apple is allowing a third party into the technology, be like at a layer that's below what you could like the App Store, right? So Apple is this platform, and it's a very closed system, and it's very safe and secure and isolated. And now you've got this third party, OpenAI, that's going to be the engine of artificial intelligence computations. So what Apple has said is that, and it's pretty interesting, and it goes back to what we were talking about with NVIDIA the other day. What's happening with Apple Intelligence is, for the first time, these artificial intelligence activities are going to be that used to be on your phone. And for example, how your iPhone is able to identify people in your photos. That's right. Like sort of a basic form of AI. They're really kind of having much more sophisticated applications planned. And in order to accommodate that, it has to be done at the data center. So the information is going to be sent to the data center outside your phone. So now it's sort of at risk into what they call this private cloud, into a private cloud. And in some cases, it'll be partnering with OpenAI to find the answers to the queries or the other, whatever tasks that the user is asking the phone to do. And that's sort of where the vulnerability, Elon is saying the vulnerability exists with this exposure to OpenAI. Apple's saying they figured it out and they have a completely secure end-to-end solution where even though your personal data is going to the data center, it's still going to be completely protected.
Yeah, that's an interesting point.